Little advice on discernment of conversation. In this hour, as Christians, we need to be careful with our conversations, understanding that unfruitful conversations can lead us into bondage, can lead us into chains, and that the Bible talks to us about unfruitful conversations, unclean conversations. Let me tell you something. If people around you that are proclaiming Christianity are having gossip sessions or slandering sessions or backbiting sessions, if they're steady slandering or gossiping or doing these things and you hear it, it's an automatic red flag. We should automatically say, that's an unfruitful conversation, an unclean conversation. Therefore, that is giving me unclean lips if I enter into this conversation. Be careful with your conversation. Be careful with the words that come out of our mouths when we're having conversations outside the church house or behind closed doors, because God is listening all the time. And if we get into those unfruitful, unclean conversations, it can lead us into bondage, stagnation, and other things. And especially in this hour right now, the enemy is looking for any way in to attack, to chain you up, to tie you down, or to slow you down. So be careful with your conversations. Always be wise, have discernment, that whenever you're hanging out and fellowshipping with other believers, understanding that when another believer's name gets brought up in the conversation, that if it becomes unclean, if they begin to gossip or slander this person or backbite this person, that we should automatically check out of the conversation, letting them know that this is not right, this is not biblical, and this is unclean. Therefore, I'm backing out of this conversation. Therefore, I'm keeping myself from being involved in your sin. So, because what happens is the Bible talks to us about slandering and about backbiting and about envy and about jealousy and about gossip and all these different things that can come up in conversation. And it's easy to get caught up in conversation. So therefore, we have to walk in a spirit of discernment, understanding that when we hear those things, we have to have ears to hear, that understanding that it doesn't matter about the popularity, or it doesn't matter about if it's your friend or if it's your brother, your sister, your mama, your daddy. It doesn't matter. When it comes to the Lord, it's about what's right and what's wrong. And when you realize that this conversation is unclean and it's not going anywhere, it's actually we're actually moving into a place of walking in sin for having these conversations, you should automatically shut them down, and it should be a red flag to understand that this ain't right. It's just a thought for today, that make sure our conversations are fruitful and of God and not unfruitful. Let's keep it about the truth, and let's walk in the will of God, and let's walk in the word of God, and let's stand on the standard of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Love y'all. Ride or die for Jesus Christ.